And well, the Bidar hostel of horrors had left Karnataka shocked. It's been 3 days since the incident has come to light, but despite that, the accused monster Vijay Kumar is still at large. The judge who noticed this delay directed the police department to arrest him at the earliest and also book a case under the POCSO Act. Vijay Kumar Nathe, a Congress leader from Bidar, was accused of harassing the high school girls residing at the Kasturba Gandhi Girls Hostel in Dubala Gundi in Bidar. It is alleged that he visited the hostel every night in a drunken state and knocked on the doors waiting for a chance to enter the hostel. He also allegedly misused his power and shifted the hostel from the heart of the town to the outskirts. The scared girls, fearing the worst, came out crying on the streets seeking help. And that's when the people learnt about the kind of treatment that the children were being made to undergo, and the monster Vijay Kumar became the center of all criticism. But despite the anger, despite all the rage, officials have not initiated any action against Vijay Kumar, who is still free and who has still not been apprehended. Well, the Bidar horror came as a rude reminder of what took place in Bijapur. Girl students staying at a hostel in Bidar were being targeted by one Vijay Kumar. Vijay Kumar, who is also a Congress leader, would reportedly knock on the doors of the hostel in a drunken state every night, but he managed to cross all barriers of shame. 3 days back, when he tried to break open the door of the hostel, the petrified students came onto the streets seeking help, and that's when the parents and passers-by learnt about the incident. They then demanded that action be initiated against Vijay Kumar. However, despite pleas being put in place, despite many requests, there has been no action initiated, and the court that noticed this delay demanded that Vijay Kumar be apprehended at the earliest. The incident was reported from the Kasturba Gandhi Girls Hostel at Dubala Gundi in Bidar. Many students who were residing at this hostel had to undergo harassment for several months on part of this Congress leader, who ideally should have been protecting the interests of these children, but instead was trying to violate them himself. The enraged residents continued to demand answers and demanded that justice be meted out to the young children, but there was no favorable response from the officials. It has been 3 days and Vijay Kumar is still at large. Moving on now, the Bangarpet police have arrested 16-year-old Rajendra from Salem in neighbouring Tamil Nadu. He is reported to have murdered a woman, Manjula, a resident of Amaravati layout in Bangarpete. Rajendra murdered Manjula as he wanted money to purchase a new two-wheeler. The murder was committed on the 11th of August. This is the victim in question. Well, Manjula was murdered by Rajendra, and the murder was committed on the 11th of this month. But close to 15 days later, police officials have managed to arrest him. What is even more shocking in the case is that the murderer is a juvenile. He is a 16-year-old, and he is a resident of Salem in Tamil Nadu. And what drove him to commit the murder was that he wanted to buy a new two-wheeler, and that is the reason why he murdered Manjula, so he could steal the money and other valuables from her so that he could fulfill his desire to buy a two-wheeler. Whether Rajendra and Manjula knew each other, the exact sequence of events is not known at this point in time, but truly shocking case there that was reported on the 11th of this month, but 15 days later the police have managed to apprehend the 16-year-old criminal in this case. Well, Rajendra murdered Manjula as he wanted money to purchase a new two-wheeler. The murder was committed on the 11th of August. Truly, Bengaluru living up to its reputation of soon becoming the crime capital of the country. Every single day, one or the other cases of crime has been coming to light, and this case that came to light on the 11th of this month saw a young woman being brutally murdered, and now the murderer has been apprehended. This was the residence in Bangarpet, where the woman was murdered brutally, and the man in question was a young 16-year-old boy. The motive for him to commit the murder was for him to get enough money to buy a two-wheeler. Moving on, a veterinary surgeon in Gulbarga is not only treating the animals that are brought to the hospital, he is also rendering service, but has also provided shelter to several birds and dogs in his house.
Well, the residents prefer to call him Salim Ali of their region. And the reason is here for you to see. This is his house, and look at the parrots and other birds he has been rearing here. And once you go inside, a pack of dogs will welcome you in a friendly manner. Meet Dr. Vishwanath Hegga of Gulbarga. He is a veterinarian by profession, but rearing animals has been his childhood hobby. He works as a veterinarian in Harasuru Veterinary Hospital. He is a surgeon, having done MVSC from Bidar. With a government job at hand and a lovely family comprising of parents, wife and his little kid, he could have led a tension-free life. But it is not to be so in his case. He loves to spend time with birds and dogs. There are varieties of Indian and foreign birds in his house. He spends thousands of rupees on buying them. There are African lovebirds, small-statured pinches, burgeries, crimson rogella and parrots. He has adopted a scientific method of reproduction among these birds. He is also trying for crossbreeds between two different breeds of birds. Look at the way the birds have an attachment with him. They love to play with him.
ನಾವು ಹುಟ್ಟದಾಗಲಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಅದಾವೆ. ಒಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಸಾಕ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಲಕ್ಕಿಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಅದೇ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನು BVSC ಬೀದರಿಂದ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಏರಿಯಾದಾಗ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ನಾನು ಸಣ್ಣನಿರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಆರಾಮ್ ತುತ್ತಾದಾಗ ಅಂದರೆ ರೋಗಿ ತುತ್ತಾದಾಗ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದು. ಬಟ್ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳು ನಾನು MVSC ಸರ್ಜರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಬದುಕಿಸಬೇಕನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಪಣ ತೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ.
And once you enter his house, it would be like stepping into the canine world. You see several breeds of dogs. He has about 10 breeds, including German Shepherd and Labrador. He began rearing dogs about 10 years back, but he is not doing so for commercial interests. His entire family looks after these dogs. If somebody approaches him with a demand for a dog, he analyzes the genuineness of his demand. Only after confirming that aspect does he part with his dogs. His father, Revanna Siddappa Hegga, assists him in taking care of animals. In fact, he is the one who imbibed this hobby in Dr. Vishwanath.
ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ಇದ್ರಾಗ ನಾನು ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಲೈಫ್ನು ಅದ್ರಾಗ ನಾನು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅವನು ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ. ನಾನು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಒಕ್ಕಲ್ತನ ಮಂತಂದವನಾಗಿದ್ದು ಈ ಹಬ್ಬಿದಾಗ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಹಿಡಿದು ನಾನು ಸಣ್ಣ ಹಿಡಿದು ನನಗೂ ಹಬ್ಬಿದೆ. ಅದೇ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕಲಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅವ್ರನ್ನೂ ಈಗ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗೋಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳಾಗಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಾಗಲಿ ನಾಯಿಗಳಾಗಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾಕ್ಯದ.
Well, we live in an age where mankind has lost itself in its own selfish world. But here's a family in Gulbarga which is showing the other way of living. Well done, mates. Sanjay Chikamath, News9, Gulbarga.
And well, the dead body of Rahul Kumar, 23 GDR battalion, martyred in Kupwara encounter, was brought to his village today. People were seen paying respects to the martyr. These were the scenes witnessed in Kupwara village, where Rahul Kumar had breathed his last. The village came together to pay their last respects to to the soldier who was killed in an encounter with militants. In fact, 3 Jawans and 5 terrorists were killed in this encounter near the line of control in Kiran sector of Jammu and Kashmir. The encounter broke out in Kiran sector in Kupwara district when security forces launched a search operation in the area following information about presence of militants on army officials. The incident took place on the night of 23rd August. One of the soldiers who lost his life in the crossfire was 23-year-old Rahul Kupwar. He was taken to the military hospital at Dragmulla where he succumbed to the injuries. The operation was in progress when the reports went on to indicate that the young soldier had breathed his last. Well, the Ice Bucket Challenge viral has been going out, and celebrities and sports stars and even Bollywood celebrities are taking up in India. Right here in Bengaluru, we started the hype of the Ice Bucket Challenge, and MC Abbas was seen taking up the dare. Take a look.
Hi, this is MC Abbas, and I'm challenged by News9 to take up the Ice Bucket Water Challenge. Well, I'd like to nominate 3 of my friends, Ruman Beg, Saad Siraj and Rahul Neelkant, to take up the challenge in the next 24 hours. All the best, guys, and I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm very excited. Well, this is to spread awareness on ALS, the amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Let's go for it now. All right. 1, 2, 3. It's brilliant, it's awesome, you should try it too. It's fantastic. Wow, amazing.
If you have taken up the Ice Bucket Challenge, send us your video with your name and area, and rest assured that we will play it on our channel. WhatsApp your video to 9980945138 or post it on our Facebook page, facebook.com/News9Live.